Supergirl was a big old piece of trash. Oh, man. Man.
Yes, the title is correct and is not clickbait. Supergirl's a good movie and people are trashing it very hard. Is it a mess? Yes. Is the story a bit weak and could have been written a little better? Yes. Are a lot of the characters useless and surface level besides Supergirl? Yes. Wow. Okay, yeah. This movie's flawed, but it is a good time. So, yeah, let's dive in. I'm going to break down this movie into categories that I personally find important when watching movies. So things like story, performances, music, cinematography, and anything that's like noticeably good or bad. So yeah. Okay, story. So Supergirl follows Kara Zor-El, a Kryptonian woman who survived the destruction of her planet from a young age and is also cousins with Superman. She's living it up and partying, trying to fill this empty void when trouble finds her. Her ship was stolen and her dog was hit with a paralyzing venom. If she doesn't get the antidote from the main villain in less than 3 days, her dog Crypto dies. Also, the main villain killed this little girl's like family, so she tags along too for revenge. But Supergirl does not really care about her situation at all. She just lets her join, I guess. So performances. Molly Alcock as Supergirl is a good choice. She's clearly having a lot of fun with the character and she does a good job. There's a distinct difference between her and Superman. She's like traumatized, she's young, immature, and she's barely understanding what it means to have a purpose and not even really be a hero necessarily. Like her motivations in the film are like selfish, and that's completely fine. I mean, it's cool to see a main character not have the perfect moral compass because that can be a bit boring. It's just not relatable. And by the end of the film, she definitely comes around. But Molly Alcock is definitely good. She did a good job. And it's obvious because there's no complaints about her performance at all. The complaints are from other areas in the film. Jason Momoa. So Jason Momoa is super fun as Lobo. I kind of wish we had this sooner instead of Aquaman. I mean, don't get me wrong. He played Aquaman very well, but he's in his element as Lobo. He's having like a great time. He's really just feeling himself, I guess. But I do feel like they kind of nerfed him and didn't really use him as well as they should have. And he seems much weaker than he should be, which kind of threw me off guard because he's like on par with Superman and he's kind of just like nerfed here. But, you know, nevertheless, I'm excited to see more of Lobo. And the main supporting character is this little girl. I forgot her name. She's trying to avenge her family from the main villain. She's kind of forgettable. Not because of her acting. She did a good job. But because she's kind of written weird. She did a good job, though, with what she had. But honestly, nothing too out of the ordinary with her character. The villain in this movie is some alien dude named Krem. He's very generic and more goofy than anything. He just be eating snacks and enjoys killing people, which would have been fine if like the final fight was satisfying in any way. They hype him up to have like the strength of 1,000 men, and there's like a scene where he catches a tank with one arm, and he kind of like laughs it off. So that last fight scene was really off-putting. I don't really have much to say. Just kind of whatever character. The music. A stylistic choice that this movie makes is trying to like replicate the feeling of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. It does unfortunately fail to do so. The timing to play songs and also the song choices are not very well done, and they just kind of fall flat. I really think if they just had some of the fight scenes more thought out and intentional, it would have come off a little better. But it also really seems like they figured it out in post and let like the editors handle it. So yeah. Cinematography. I personally really thought the movie was shot well. It didn't look bland and it had its own identity. The film looks way better than most Marvel movies nowadays, so that was cool. I personally really like the scenes from Kandor, the city that survived the destruction of Krypton. It's like this bottled little city. I feel like when we look back at a lot of like Kandor, Krypton scenes from other Superman movies, Krypton feels very dystopian and doesn't feel like a real place. In the Zack Snyder Superman movies, it was really cool, but it was like just oral farming. And here, they really do have you see through the lens of what it was like to live on Kandor. They actually did the flashback emotional scenes very well. I was damn near crying next to my girlfriend, but I had to lock in. But anyways, it was shot pretty well, and the film feels unique in a great way. Honestly, I thought it was a gorgeous looking movie at times. A huge reason why I think the movie didn't reach its potential is because of the details that fell through while in production. Some of the story details about the motivation and the message in the film, for example, Supergirl is okay with killing, but tells the little girl that's her like companion that revenge corrupts your soul, but she kills the main villain anyways. She also let a lot of people die, and she could have saved them, but I guess it's slightly excusable because she's not a hero, or she's not trying to be. She's literally just trying to save her dog. But I guess it could have been organized a little bit better. It was just kind of all over the place. I kind of understand a generic big bad for a movie, but they went with a character that's a little too brainless and surface level. Like, they could have swapped him out or for somebody else, or gave him a little bit more depth and maybe a better final fight scene, and I think he would have been salvageable. I also like how Supergirl isn't like overpowered and unstoppable in this movie, because that's a bit boring. But also, I think this is like a complaint in the other Superman film where she's a little too beatable. But that's cool because the protagonist, if he's unstoppable or she's unstoppable, it's a little bit boring. And I think it's cool to see your character build up a little bit because it's like their introduction. So it's fine. Cool beans. And finally, I do not understand the hate for this movie. Everybody, for some reason, wants to see this movie fail. And apparently James Gunn is terrible at making movies. And I really don't understand where this is coming from. Maybe it's because I like making movies, so I get to struggle a little bit. But making movies is hard. It's easy to trash on them, but not to plan, produce, and market a film. It takes at least 3 years to do all of that. So while the movie isn't perfect by any means, it is not bad or even close to that. I give Supergirl a solid 7 out of 10. Can't wait to see what they do with the super cousin dynamic and more Lobo, baby. So yeah, honestly, good movie. Can't wait to see the next one. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. It truly means the world to us. We like making short films and reviews on this channel, so check out all that good stuff. Feel free to comment and like it. And if you feel a certain way, let me know down below. And yeah, until next time, see you then. Peace.